Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. This statement from Jesus' Sermon on the Mount is often misunderstood. Many take meekness to mean weakness, but in biblical and Stoic terms it is something much greater, a quiet strength rooted in humility and self-control. In the biblical sense, meekness is not about passivity. It is about power restrained, strength under control. The meek are those who do not seek dominance, but instead trust in God's justice. They embody humility, patience, and a deep sense of peace. Moses, for example, was called the meekest man on earth, yet he stood before Pharaoh, led a nation, and confronted injustice. His meekness was not cowardice, but a reliance on divine wisdom rather than his own ego. The Stoics also valued humility, not in the sense of self-deprecation, but as an honest recognition of one's place in the universe. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, wrote extensively about accepting fate, controlling one's desires, and acting with virtue regardless of external circumstances. He reminds us that we are mere parts of a greater whole, subject to the divine order of nature. Epictetus, a former slave-turned-philosopher, taught that humility allows us to focus on what we can control, our actions and attitudes, while surrendering what we cannot. To the Stoic, humility is not submission to others, but submission to reason and virtue. Both Jesus and the Stoics teach us that true strength lies in humility, not in arrogance or brute force. The meek and the humble are those who recognize their limits, embrace virtue, and live with quiet confidence. The world often celebrates the loud, the powerful, and the dominant, but Jesus promises that it is the meek who will inherit the earth, not through conquest, but through wisdom, patience, and righteousness. The Stoics would agree, to rule over oneself, to master one's emotions, and to live in accordance with nature is the greatest form of power. The meek and the humble are not weak. They are those who, through faith and wisdom, understand their place in the grand design of the universe. As Jesus taught, as the Stoics affirmed, true greatness lies not in seeking control, but in surrendering to virtue. Blessed are the meek, walk in wisdom, live with humility.